Hey, what's up guys? I know some of you are getting this game physical, or you'll have it in a day or two. Basically, there are some really bad mechanics in this game, one of which is a shield mechanic. Basically, you cannot do any damage to the bosses at all if they put up a shield unless you break it, and you only have a couple seconds to do damage to them, and then they put it back on. Honestly, it's very poorly designed. There are certain characters that can break the shield pretty much trivially, and everybody else struggles with it. The movesets obviously aren't really designed to be able to break something like that. They're not designed to fight hyper-armored enemies that don't stagger to anything. I got stuck on this boss for like an hour until I found out a way to get around it. And I'm going to go over the characters that you can use to fight all shielded bosses in general, but for this one I'm going to be using Fies because this is a progression blocker, or a progression gate. You can't get to the rest of the characters and the missions and stuff until you beat this. There's no alternate path or anything. And I don't want people to be stuck with a coaster, so I'm going to go ahead and go through this really quick, really fast. Now, I have to warn you, this is not going to be entirely accurate because I've got Fies at a pretty high level and I have pretty decent figures. But you should be able to get the gist of what's going on. But basically, from what I've seen, I don't have everybody unlocked yet. I haven't played as everyone. I haven't seen all the changes. But there are three characters that are really good at breaking shields. You have Kykes is probably the best one in terms of safety. His neutral triangle will break guards from a distance, and you can go in and do a bunch of damage, and then when they're about to pop it again, you just dash out and spam triangle again. He trivializes all the shield fights. I'd say Fies would be third place. His charge circle breaks guards pretty fast, and at this point in the game, this is the best character you're going to have to get through this. So you might want to prioritize some leveling and some gear on him. Meteor, from what I've seen, he's probably the best character in terms of melee characters. His hold square will break a guard in like 2 or 3, anywhere from 2 to 4 hold square attacks. You can charge it up really fast. It is kind of hard to find an opening. You're going to have to wait for them to charge up an attack or something and get behind them and do it. But you can break the guard really fast. And what makes him really good is he can do a lot of damage. He has really long combos, and a lot of the characters in this game don't have that. Like, you can do pretty decent damage with him without really crazy gear. I would say he's the best melee character so far, and this is all just based on the shielded bosses, not the regular game. The regular game you can pretty much use everybody, but unless you're a masochist, you're going to want to use these three characters. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how to do it with Fies. This isn't like the absolute best gear you can have. You actually get a pretty decent amount of figures just from playing the game and finding them. But I'm not going to be using any S-rank stuff. Obviously this is not like a good run or anything, but you get the point. So that's pretty much how you get through this fight. Obviously, I'm leveled up to like 35 and I have pretty decent gear on him, so it's not going to be that fast. But you only have 3 minutes to clear this. At that point, you insta-lose. So ideally, just use Fies, just hold circle, find an opening and do it a couple times and you'll break his guard, basically. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do it again with Kykes. You unlock Kykes pretty late into the game, but he's another good shield breaker too.
邪魔なんだよ。俺の思い通りにならないものは全て。
俺は戦う。
あの列車とも私の手で葬って永遠に時の狭間をさまようがいい。なんだってんだ。
よくないな。
シャドウビームを食らえ。苦しめ。
手こずらせやがって。めんどくせえな。
There you have it. So this strategy works on pretty much every boss in the game that's shielded. The mechanic is honestly very poorly designed. It heavily favors characters that have ranged attacks or charge attacks. Everybody else is going to struggle breaking a guard. Like, most cases you'll have to like use a rider kick or something. That's pretty much going to be your only option. But yeah, I didn't want people to get stuck on that part. So if you get stuck on any shielded boss, you can definitely use Faiz as the first one that you unlock, Kaixa is the second one you unlock, and Meteor will be the last one. I'd say Kaixa is probably the best in terms of safety. There are, in the late game, there's a bunch of bosses that poison you when you're near them, so that makes Kaixa even more broken, because you can break the shield from like a mile away, dash in to do a bunch of damage, get out of the radius and repeat it, and you pretty much be untouched. But yeah, I hope this helps you guys. I didn't want people to get stuck on this. I got stuck on this mission for an hour until I found out that Faiz's charge circle just breaks guards really fast. Anyway, I'll have more footage later today or tomorrow. Peace.